It's about 5 after 10. So it's about 5 after 10, and we're here on Shibizens Talk Daily, or should we call it nightly, y'all? Because we usually hang out at night.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay.
What up?
Willa. Good to see you
What
guys.
up?
Yo, we got the whole gang around here today. We got B Willa in the house.
Woo.
And we got T-Bone in the house. Hey, but B Willa, looks like you at a campfire right now, man. Is that right?
Hey, no, I got a fire going in the backyard, man.
That's beautiful, man. I love that shit.
Man. I'm chilling, man.
Oh, that's a good
I'm chilling.
one. Yo, speaking of backyards, Barbie, did I see 5 turkeys in your backyard today?
They were, actually, they were king turkeys, no less. They were just like, and they were patriots, the head
They were
of
huge.
They were male, female. Oh, they really were.
They were outfitted. They were big, and they were like kind of stocky in their breasts, but they were tall and lean. Oh,
and they had the color on them. Like you
gorgeous.
could really see some of their feathers. Oh wow, the camera
Gorgeous
didn't really
birds.
pick it up because it was going through the window, but it really
they were going through that portal in the backyard, weren't they? Is that where they were headed?
Don't laugh, B Willa.
It's one of those, isn't it? Isn't a natural thing made by a branch? Is that right, Essie?
Yeah, there's definitely that one that Carlos had called out once. That's definitely there. But we have this one area that I swear is a portal.
All kinds of stuff out through there. Bears.
I sit there and I stand in there, and it's just amazing.
The Fae probably use those portals, right? And that's what I'm learning. Like I learned so much last night. Reggie was over here, and we were teaching each other about quantum physics and about how frames of reality work. And have y'all ever heard of a Planck time? So a Planck time is the shortest unit of measurement. And the dude was saying, if you take a single atom and you measure it from right to left by Plancks, you get like 10 million to the 14th million power. So Plancks is very, very small. And they were saying that units of time are the smallest unit of time could be measured in a Planck time. Well, Bashar was saying we move through literally billions of these Planck times per second, right? Which makes sense. And then that depending on our assumptions and our beliefs, because you're working with quantum potential, all potentials, infinite potentials, and then us as a consciousness, right? In this illusion of light that surrounds us by science, right? That we're moving through these infinite potentials and these little Planck times. So Bashar likes to say there is no movement, like the movement is through the Planck times. So we were just learning how to get to the frequency that we preferred. Does that make sense, Trey?
Trey's on mute. Yeah, it does.
The preferred frequency, like a radio station.
Yeah, we are actually tuned into whatever hertz we're at in our brain power. It goes up and down, and it's definitely controllable. So, yeah.
Interesting. I never realized hertz was that's a unit of measurement too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And on the music level.
Really? Musically too?
Yeah. Well,
wow.
Yes.
So that measures something to do with electricity, is that right?
Well, I think it's probably the electrical currents that are through the air waves. So yeah.
Very.
I mean, think about how powerful music is. You can have an orchestra play for like Disney and that final C when there's victory and you feel that swelling up in your chest and you're about ready to burst with emotion.
Music is magic. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, it is. So
me and Robertson were doing some shout out to Robertson, by the way. We were doing some testing with some music the other week, and we were using college football marching band music because we just found some that was absolutely phenomenal, right? There's some real performers out there. Shout out to all the performers out there. Speaking of music, okay, guys, and okay, there's a big thing with NFTs starting next week, okay? The new verification of randomness tool from Unity, built for Shibarium and built for that new L2, it's coming out. And so I heard today, and I heard it from Pawzar yesterday, that, Pawzar is going to be premiering, if you will. Now, Pawzar is that asset that there's only about less than 300 holders, and there's 10,000, or there were 10,000 total tokens. All right. I saw today there's around 8,000, B Willa. There's only around 8,000 left of Pawzar, which is amazing. And I'll tell you why. They tout X Fund from Unity. They tout that as the most scarce asset on the planet. Now, me and B Willa and Trey Barbie know about two that are scarcer. The first one, the most scarce, Unity, right, B Willa?
That's right. That's right.
Only one. Only one, right? And so
Only one left.
there's only one total. And guess what, B Willa? How much you think of that is burned up by now? Probably about 20%, something?
I would say you're pretty close.
Like the rest of them, right? So you're talking about 0.8 of one token. That's it, Barbie. They call that one the mother. Have you heard of that? Have you heard them talk about mother, y'all? They talk about it in some of the Unity papers, and they talk about it being only one. And me and B Willa only know one token with only one. And right now it's less than one. Same with Pawzar. So that's the most scarce on the planet for sure. We know that because there's less than one. And then the other one, it was Pawzar and X Fund. They started out most scarce 10,000 tokens. Now, Pawzar's burning. Hell, 20%'s near gone. So it's a lot more scarce than even the most touted scarcest on the planet. That's exciting shit. I mean, I know it's a little crazy to say all that bullshit, but that's exciting. We talk about scarce.
It really is. I agree. 100%.
I was telling my
Ticking
wife.
bomb.
Tell him, B Will.
It's a ticking time bomb, man.
Ticking time bomb. Hourly. And all three of those guys, if anybody's watching this, look into Unity, the token, the one. Hourly burn mechanism. Same burn mechanism that's in Treat, R86, RR, aka Ryoshi Research, aka Childhood Dreams. B Willow, I'm leaving some out over here. Pawzar.
Yeah, Pawzar.
What was
Hachi?
it? Hachi?
Yeah.
Hope? Does Hope have a bomb in it?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay. It may.
It may be. I mean, I know it's connected to Treat, right?
Exactly.
So
this stuff gets me excited, guys, because honestly, on the tip of it, there ain't nobody out here doing deflation. Who's done deflation? Feg? Did Safe Moon deflate? B Willa? I can't remember. I know it
did what? I'm sorry.
Safe Moon 1.0. Did it deflate? I can't remember.
Man, you know what? I wasn't real big on Safe Moon, so I'm really not for sure, brother.
Well, it was the first time something was rewarding me in my wallet, Barbie. It was the damnedest thing. Okay, Barbie, I'm sitting there looking at my TV screen. I've got my wallet on there. It tells me, okay, you got this many Safe Moon, and then out of the corner of my eye, I see it going up. And suddenly I've got more. That was the first time I ever saw it, and it was happening in real time, more or less. I was always constantly getting more in my wallet. Yes.
Wow.
The damnedest thing. And then the second time I saw it happen again, Barbie, it was with FEG. Me and Trey, all the boys, we always used to love FEG because it was the first time we ever saw it not only doing that, rewarding us in our wallet, constantly going up, but deflating at the same time. Not only deflating, but hyper deflating, meaning that there was a wallet, the dead wallet, that was getting number one, they burnt 50% day one. Just like they gave Vitalik 50% of Shiba, they burnt 50% and they sent it to a dead wallet, which is Vitalik's dead wallet, by the way. Shout out to you. Shout out to him. Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Vitalik, thank you for that dead wallet. What I found out is everybody that deflates sends their project token to the same dead wallet. So shout out to that wallet. It's called dead address, dead wallet. Now, what happened was Feg sent 50% of the supply over there. Now, every time somebody bought or sold, they had a 2% tax. They took 1%. They sent it to that dead wallet. They took the other percent and they shared it with everybody. That's how you were constantly going up, right?
Oh, wow. Like that.
Very. You know what it was, Barbie? It was the
Tell
damn
me.
Shiba code. Shiba
Oh,
code with a 2% tax.
really?
That's it. Shiba written on top of
Damn.
the open sourced, I guess you could call it, Shiba Ethereum. Now, here's the hyper part. Okay, so that dead wallet that had 50% was also getting fed that 1% every time. The other 1% was being shared between all holders. So it was getting the lion's share. Now, it was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the bigger it got, so what happened is when they send it out to everyone, well, it's the biggest everyone. So the bigger you are, the more you get. So it was just getting hyper inflated. You see, hyper deflation, hyper deflation. Now, what were they missing, Barbie? What were they missing? Why aren't they the number one right now? Because it sounds like a great idea, started on top of Shiba. They were missing maybe one element, and it's the most important, the very most important. B. Willa probably knows it. Trey knows it. Me and you both know it. It was Elon. It was marketing. It was legitimate.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. No, he did a good job. I mean, they all did. They really, you know, it takes effort, but each one was just, you know, on point.
Exactly. Everybody's building on top of everything else. You know, Bone wasn't all the way done minting or something, and Leash, who knows? I mean, I don't know enough about it, but Treat was innovated on top of all of that, right? It was not only done minting, it was renounced and deflating. Every time they're getting better. Now, the one thing between Shiba and Feg, or Treat and Feg, you know, was that marketing, right? The legitimacy given by, who else could give it? Elon. He's the only voice behind it, in my opinion. I can't think of somebody better, you know, to run up a market or be a voice for something. Can anybody else think of somebody else that would be, you know, number two, maybe? Vitalik?
Well, he's definitely number two, but not in this area. Not in our country.
He's number one in your book and ours too, but hey, he can't really go like Elon. You know, he gets in a little trouble every now and then from the SEC when he tries to, you know, talk about an asset. He always wins, but Vitalik goes a different route. He said one time, Barbie, this is what he said. He said, "Here's 5 random coins," but they weren't as random as you think. They were charity giving on the blockchain. One of them. Shout out to Give Well Inu, like Shiba Inu. Give Well. So out of those 5 coins, you know, one of them was one that was all about transparent giving on the blockchain. So, example, Goodwill. You know, a lot of their money goes to their CEO. Well, this would be more transparent to the people because it would, anyone could see it. Anyone could see it anytime.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that's one of the things that I hate the most when you listen to some of the charities and then they want to send you something. I'm like, what's the point?
Exactly. They're lining up the pockets. Yes, sir.
Yo, what up, yo?
TD. Now, T don't fuck around when it comes to charity. TD got what was those PASA, the Pan African Sanctuary Alliance. He got PASA on the phone because Feg was supposedly feeding gorillas through them. And Trey said, look, he knew about Goodwill and how they acted. He said, I'm gonna call down there and making sure these damn gorillas are really getting fed. Trey, what did we find out, brother?
Dude, I ended up calling. I went through YouTube, found the board of directors on there. I called them up and asked them about Feg and if they wanted to come on the show. They ended up coming on the show. And 5 minutes after that show was over, the dev of Feg ended up donating $1.5 million.
Wow.
That's
that's amazing.
Tell him how he did it, though. It was genius a way he did that one, Trey.
How he donated it?
The perpetual contract that he made. So
so he ended up donating it, and they put it in a wallet. So we gained money in the same process.
Yeah, so they could keep the principal steady and take the rewards every day to feed the gorillas. Almost like a perpetual vending machine.
Beautiful thing.
Hey, John, we stuck, bro.
Stuck on beautiful.
We on repeat of Barbie's Beautiful. Hey, John, I think it's just us. Me and you left. We got to restart this. We got to restart it. It's, yeah, stuck in the loop.